Okay, let's see what we can do today for our woodworking project. I don't think I've made any bird feeders at all on this channel. I don't think I have many. So we came up with this, and this is made out of your cedar fence boards. So today's going to be something pretty simple. I'm hoping you can follow along. So first thing we want to do, we want to start out with this bond tray here, and we want to build it. So we need a board. First board's going to be this one right here on the bottom, and it is 8 inches long by 5 3/8. So we'll get that cut up, and then we'll start on these ones on the side. Okay. Just remember, when you do these things, if you wanted to make them again, just do something like I do. I just kind of draw them out and write them on a piece of paper or a tablet, and then I save them, and then I can always go back later, and then just, if I don't draw them up right, I can still get that little bit of an idea of what I'm doing, so I can go ahead and just do it again and make some more of them. So it's really nice to do that. And I've filled a couple of these books up already. So okay, let's get started on that bottom board. I'm going to need a couple more boards out of this, so I need a 5 3/8. Okay, so let's cut a 5 3/8 here. Let's cut one of those. Now we need one more board. 9 1/4. Okay, let's check our measurements again. So our first board, this is the bottom board. We still have to cut it down, but we're going to go 8 inches on it. These are going to be 2 boards cut 1.5 inches. We have to cut those 1.5 inches, 2 of them, but they're going to be 1.5 inches by 9 1/4. Okay. Then we're going to have this board here is going to be 5 3/8 by 1.5 inches, We need 2 of those. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do 1.5 inches for this board and this one. Okay, let me go ahead and get 1.5 inches. I need 4 of them here. Alright, last board is going to be 5. We're going to go 5 3/8. So we want to make sure we have 5 3/8. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm using just a little bit of glue, okay, and then I'm going to use staples instead of brad nails. You can use brads. Probably about, I think that's something, I'm using a 1 inch on it. So let me go ahead and we'll start, put this over here. Okay. So we have all our pieces cut here. We'll start with the 2 end ones then. Let's put that down there. Okay, have our bolts done. So now we got to do these two sides. Okay, so we're going to do this side here, and then we're going to do this side here. Now these are cut on a 45, so you know you got to figure out how to cut them on a 45. If you got a 12-inch blade and your miter saw's 12-inch, you don't have much problem cut on a 45. But they are 8 inches high, so I kind of stay with the same number as much as I can, you know, like 8 inches back here, and then 8 inches here, 8 inches here. So kind of keep those numbers the same in some way. So it'll be a little easier to remember. But what I do on the 45s is I like cutting the 45 first, and then come back and cut it to its size. So that's what we're going to do now. So we're going to go ahead and cut, just cut these two boards to 8-inch lengths, and then we'll go from there. So we need two 8 inches. I'll just cut them off here. And if you want, you can move up and go 8.5 inches if you would like. And then when you come to the corner here, okay, and then come back here. If I flip it over, do it this way, okay, and come back here, and then mark your 8-inch cut. Sometimes you can get it a little bit more precise. Okay, and then just cut your two of them. Okay, so what we have is we need to cut these down to 4 inches. Okay, so these are 8 inches by 4, so we need to cut them 4 inches across this. So let's set the saw up to 4 inches. These are going to be our two sides. And we need to make sure you got them pointed this way here. Okay, one this way and the other angle this way. You know, I get them mixed up too sometimes, and I go the wrong way. All right, first thing we're going to do, just kind of measure out, kind of center it. You know what I mean? So you can just kind of measure on the end. I think this is like 3/4 here, and what we got? Well, I got 7/8 here. Let's go ahead and just bring it on just a little bit like that. So we'll get one side a little bit better, just like that. And I'm going to put me a little mark right here on the side. Alright, next one is these here. I think I only have one cut, so I'm going to cut it. I think that's all got, but these will be the little boards that go up here on the top like this, okay? So we're going to need 2 of these. They're 1.5 inches, about 5 and, no, 1.5 inches by 6 3/4, sorry. So they're 6 3/4, no wait, let me go do it again. Yeah, 6 3/4 long and 1.5 inches wide, sorry. And then we're going to place these up here on the top like this, just as close as you can to the top. Let me go get another one. Alright, let's put some glue on these. This is where your clamp comes in handy. That'll work. What we got to do is do the top here, and this board here is going to be 9 inches, okay, by 5.5. So that's what you need. You need a board 9 inches by 5.5, and then this will be 5.5 inches also, but you just take off the measurement what the thickness of this board is. So you get 2 9-inch boards, and then you just eliminate the thickness of the board and whatever thickness you got. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to cut my first one here. I'll show you what I do. I mean, I'm for sure you probably do the same thing. Cut 9 inches here. Get rid of 9 inches. And then just take your board, set it up like this on your 9-inch on the inside. Okay? Put your mark right here on this side. That's it. That's it. Just make sure you put the right one on the right side. So we got to put these just like that. So we might as well go ahead and do that first. Get this stuff out of the road. The big, see, the big one will go over top this small. All right. I know I've done that one backwards too. I'm pretty good at that. Okay, just measure it out. Make sure you're up there. Yep, there you go. Just need to measure it from side to side here. 1/4, 1/4. About 3/4, 3/4. Okay, there you go. We got the roof on it. Now, all we need to do is one more piece, and this piece right here. So, it is an inch and a half by inch and a half by 6 inches long. I just pulled this out of the scrap pile and decided to make a little chimney out of it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I'll go ahead and cut it, and then I'm going to go ahead and drill these 2 holes here before I put that chimney on top of it. Then we just use some rope. We have some rope to fish down through it. Just a real cheapy type rope. You can use for crafts, stuff like that. We pick them up in a roll. So let me go ahead and drill the 2 top. Now you can when you drill the 2 top, you can put them anywhere. You don't even have to use the rope if you don't. I like the rope. You don't have to use it. You can put a little pin screw or something down in here, or some other way to hang it. But we like the rope, so we're going to go in the center of this one. Come down a little bit. Probably come down, I'll say about an inch and a quarter maybe. Not too bad. I guess you can bring it down as far as you want to bring it down. It don't matter. And whatever size rope you have, make sure your drill bit will match it. I was using probably around, I think it's probably a good, let's say 18, maybe cut a 20 inch piece off, and then trim it down. You can figure the end of this thing. About 20, maybe a little bit more. Tie some little knots on it here. There you go. I like that one. And just kind of eye it up a little bit, centered here. And you can put it on the other side if you want it on the other side. Fine. Put another one up here. That'll work. Okay. Here we go. Kind of rough looking. I like it. The treated lumber, it has I think it has some kind of stain on it. It's for fencing, so you're going to have something on it. Both of them you can hang like this, and really nice little, easy to make. Great for this spring coming up in case you want to go out and feed the birds. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I may make you one, maybe make one for a neighbor, just to have everybody go ahead and put out their bird feed and stuff like that, and feed the birds this year. It's a great thing. So okay, that's it for the video today, so hope you guys enjoyed it. So just leave a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. So you guys have a great day and be safe.